Hi, I'm Steve Richardson, and welcome to my latest video. Now, today I want to talk to you about something called the velocity of money. And what that means is how long does it take you from the signing of the client, the date they retain you, to the point where you get paid? And obviously, the shorter that period of time, the higher the velocity of your money, and the quicker you get paid. And I would encourage you to look at the velocity of your money. Are you waiting too long to get paid? Is that period of time so long that you might not get paid in full? Now, for some of you, your practices, you get a flat fee up front in full before you start, or you get big retainers, and you may not have a velocity problem when you look at the time it takes between client retainage and being paid for your work. But there are some practice areas that you might want to take a look at. Now, for example, the PI practice. Now that's a contingency. You're clearly not going to get money when they sign up. But how long does it take from on average on your PI files that you've handled in your office from the time they sign up to the time you get that check and disperse to the client yourself? And look at the different points along the timeline. How long is it taking you to get medical records? Once you get those medical records, how long is it taking you to formulate and transmit a demand letter to the adjuster? And how long is it taking for that adjuster to get back to you? And how much time from the response to the adjuster to getting to yes? And ultimately, when do you file suit? Because if you're going back and forth and negotiating for a while with the adjuster and it doesn't seem to be going anywhere, you got to pull the trigger. So those are the average steps from the time they sign up, at least till the time suit is filed, and then it becomes a little bit more difficult to gauge. But in your PI practice, if that's what you do, take a look at those time gaps, how long between each one, and look at ways in which you can shorten that period of time. Because if you're not going to get paid in a settlement with the adjuster after making a demand, then you're going to go into suit. Don't wait. It just slows down the velocity of your money. Another area is estate planning on a flat fee. Do you get it all up front? Do you get it a certain amount down and then the balance upon execution of the documents? If you're not getting paid in full initially, you need to look at the average time it takes you to prepare these documents. And you need to make sure that if you can't shorten the time because you're going as quickly as you can, it depends upon the complexity of the estate documents. If that's the case, you just want to make sure you have a higher fee so it's worth the money is worth the wait. But look at that time period from the time of retaining to the time you're delivering the documents. I also see a problem with the velocity of money in people that have Chapter 13 bankruptcy practice. A lot of attorneys will take a case, you sign them up, and they won't take a lot up front. They'll file the petition and put the balance of the fee into the plan. Well, that can be a serious velocity of money problem. And if you are practicing Chapter 13, you ought to look at this. How long, um, how long from the time you file the bankruptcy? How long are they on the average are they taking to get confirmed? All right. And once it's confirmed, on average, how many months is it taking those clients through their plan to pay the balance of their fee? Because the longer you're waiting to get paid, you're doing all the work, but you're not getting paid for it. And that slows things down. It can put a crimp in your cash flow, and you need to tighten that up. All right. You need to look at how much you're requiring as a minimum up front before you put anything into the plan. And you need to evaluate really even whether the client is able to pay you in full before filing the bankruptcy. If they're behind on the mortgage, maybe they make their mortgage payment to you because they're not near a sheriff's sale or something like that. But you need to look at what you're putting in the plan, how much money you have on the street, as it were, in Chapter 13's, and how long you're waiting for that money. Because the sooner you get it, the sooner you can spend it, either on growing your practice, paying the bills, or just putting it in your pocket. So you need to look at those KPIs of time no matter what. Unless you're getting paid upfront in full on cases, you need to look at how long you're taking to get paid. Those cases where you're taking a long time to get paid, are there any commonalities, the types of case? Maybe you don't want to take that kind of case because it takes too long to get paid. But the faster the money goes from somebody else's pocket, whether it's your clients or an adjuster or somebody else, into your pocket, can make a big difference in your practice. So take some time to look at the KPIs in your practice and see what the velocity of the money is and whether you can speed it up and make it go faster. Now, hopefully you've learned something from this about the velocity of money and you can implement some changes. Take a look at your practice, see what you can speed up, tighten up, or whatever to get that money faster. And if you like this video, be sure to smash that like button. Helps the YouTube algorithm to spread the word. And if you're enjoying these videos, be sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon for notifications. I release a new video once a week. So that's it, and I'll see you in the next video.